Hi, we're at the GoggleWorks. This is Ron Shire with another Art Geek production. And we're going to be speaking with Deb Schlouch, who is a painter here. And she's been producing some very unusual sort of pop surrealist works here. So we're going to speak with her and get a little input as to what she does. So, hi Deb, how are you doing?
Hey Ron, good. Doing awesome.
Doing awesome, good.
Yeah, this is good representation of my work here right now. As you can see, there's a lot of circular movement in them. That has always carried through, as well as the eyes that you can see in some of the pieces here, and the colors. Sometimes I'll venture off into reds and golds, but I keep going back to the blues and greens, the ocean blues and greens.
Well, these have a very cellular look to them, I gotta say. They really literally jump out at you with their color. I find them very interesting.
That's a pretty common response to, especially these pieces here. It's not necessarily something that I have intentionally done. It's just how it comes out in me. I pretty much just open myself up to whatever's available out here and my muses that are dancing around, and this is what comes out. I just try to stay out of the way and have fun.
So you're pretty spontaneous then. You just start painting and and it happens?
Yeah. I find that the more I plan something, the more I try to construct and put something here and there and there, I just get in my way, and I end up getting more frustrated than anything and painting over what I had. So I just let it go, and that has just much more of a resonance in me to let that kind of thing happen.
So you like painting on a pretty large scale then?
Yeah, I do. Although I do paint on smaller pieces. I love painting on wood. It's just a nice firm surface to work on.
Yeah, it's actually a little difficult to see the reflected details on these, but these are very nice. They have a nice textural quality.
A lot of layers going into that. And most of my pieces do have a lot of layering to them. Whether it's the surface itself that's causing the illusion of layer, or it's the paint and the mediums that help build it up. But sometimes it's just the way it happens with the paint and the way the paint flows. It creates little ripples. Like this piece here, I took just the linen itself. I did not stretch it. Took it on vacation with me and just taped it up against a piece of hardboard and painted outside. And it's got the creases left in it and other wrinkles and things like that. I wanted that to stay there. I didn't want that to come out.
So you wanted those textural qualities to remain.
And because I didn't gesso it, you can see through the linen when there's light coming through it.
Right, before you turn the lights on, you could see that. Yeah. So these are more like snake eyes. Are these like bubbles, or are these representative of anything, or?
Not really. The only thing that really jumped out at me was this was actually done down in Florida. I was standing outside, surrounded by all different kinds of plants, and some of them were snake plants. And just bushes that have that kind of flow to them. And I wasn't really trying to copy them. They just kind of flowed into me and made themselves available. And that's how it came out.
It kind of looks like it's underwater in a way.
Yeah, that's what so much of my stuff ends up looking like.
Well, it's this whole cellular thing. It seems like it's like everything is floating. They look like planets. They look like cells. They look like amoebas. It's like they have this sort of this organic feel to it. Because I do remember some of your earlier pieces from earlier shows had this whole sort of like abstract bubble appeal to it. That it all seemed to be like floating or morphing one into another. You know, like a cell how do you say it, splitting in half, or
Yeah.
you know, or multiplying stuff. Yeah, they don't have that sort of effect to it.
And this one's actually called Ocean Dreams.
Ocean Dreams.
Yeah.
Maybe the little hands in it. That's kind of like, is that the artist's touch?
After a while, it actually started to feel like I was in a Sargasso field under the water. Not that I've ever been in one, but that was just my feeling, my imagination coming out. And it was just a little thing, you know, saying hello, greeting whatever I happen to see at the time.
These nice little details, all these arabesques in here, and eyeballs, and little people there too.
I love
you
those.
know, little glyphs and little.
They're like dreams floating by, and visions, and thoughts that people leave behind after they've been diving through them or something like that.
Yeah, that is something nice about being underwater. Always sort of this disconnected, floating freedom.
Oh, it's wonderful.
Love swimming.
Well, and I'm a scuba diver too, so I get to see a lot of stuff like that.
So all the eyeballs too. Are they just about the act of vision of seeing something, or what do the eyeballs actually appeal to you in you?
It's more about the whole kinesthetic process of seeing, of vision itself, because vision is not just seeing with your eyes. It's seeing with every cell in your body, every experience that you have, everything that happens. You're seeing it and you're feeling it, and that's part of your own personal vision. And from the very beginning, eyes were there, and they just kept working and working and working until I formulated the ones that I really liked, and that's where they're at now. And even with the eyeglass lenses in the sculpture, they're just so much fun. People think that they don't know what they are right away. And then once I tell them that they're eyeglass lenses, they just love it. This big smile comes across their face.
It's a nice touch. This piece is called Shattered Illusions.
The box itself is actually an antique manufacturing form. It still has writing on it, and I like working with things like that.
It's very nice.
And this collection here is actually a set of 9. The other 3 are in the window out there, but they all fit together like a puzzle form.
You want to take a look at the stuff that's hanging in the hall? We can get some pictures of that. Sure.
Yeah.
So we have about a minute left here. Okay, now these are a few older pieces, right?
Except for this one and the one at the end. But you can see they still have a flow going with them. It's a kind of circular flow. I really have a hard time doing anything that has hard, harsh angles.
Yeah, this one's called Construction Circles.
Yeah.
And then this one down here.
Construction site plan.
Construction.
You know, it's funny, I went through this whole process of renaming a bunch of pieces because they just weren't working anymore. And all of a sudden, it dawned on me how much some of these actually look like site plans. With us being a construction company, with Barry and I owning a construction company, they just, you know, it made sense that some of that would leak into my my creativity as well.
Yeah, we guess we should say that your husband owns a major construction company inside of the Berks area.
Yes.
Schlouch.
Schlouch Incorporated.
Incorporated, yes. Yeah.
Yes, we have
very
a little
popular,
over 400 people.
Wow.
We're about to celebrate our 25th anniversary next year.
Oh, great. Happy anniversary to
Thank
you.
you. Thank you.
Okay, well, we're about done here. I want to say this is Ron Shirer with Deb Schlouch at the GoggleWorks, and thank you very much.
Thank you.